Okay, I'm back again. Although, if I stitch these videos together, you'll see me just here all the time, won't you? Which is strange. Anyway, this is all dried now, and I've taken the masking tape off the ribbon. Now everything's dry, and when I undid the masking tape on that ribbon, it had got some black paint on, so I wrapped it with a bit more of the ribbon and tied some little knots in there, and I think it looks quite nice. And also, I have found 2 vintage buttons, some nice glass buttons, and stuck those in. I used some of that again to fill the holes in the pizza box. So we're all ready to sort of finish off the outside now. So the first thing, I think, I don't know, what shall I do first? First thing, let's give it a name. So, my trusty Posca pen, that's the one. And this one, because the first one I called the Curious Case, the second one a Curious Case, and this one is going to be my Curious Case. Might not be mine, but you know, whoever's got it, it's theirs. So, first thing I'm going to do is create a nice border. So, I'll talk while I do this bit. There we go, one bit. There we go. And then do it like this on this one. I didn't realise quite how many hours I spent making these until I started filming it. Because when you're not filming, you're sort of just poodling away and time doesn't matter. But when you are filming, you're thinking, oh, will I be able to do it in the amount of time that you've got? You know, obviously I have to do the school runs and things like that. And yeah, I keep filming it thinking, blimey, it took me hours. It's been a little while in the pipeline because I made it, and then I thought how nice it would be to make more with a view to showing you how to make one yourself. So that's why I've been waiting for the time to be able to film it. Right, okay, so I think I know how I'm going to do this. So my when you hope you spell right. Sometimes when I'm concentrating like this, I go and spell something wrong, which is horrible. I forgot to say, I'm using my trusty Posca pen. Although I've had some recently that haven't been working very well. My white has been a bit watery and been a bit disappointed with them. So, but I can't find anything else that works quite as well. Nearly there. Done. Lovely. So then I want to put some little white dots. I'm hoping the bloody pen works all right. gone really, really watery, and I don't understand why they're so watery. Now it's leaking. Trouble is I haven't got a backup one. Let's see how we go. No, not too bad. So I'm just going to put some spots over here. It looks nice. Sort of finishes it off. Just hope it don't go water on me. I've finished it. I can't see my head. Top of my head again, like I did before. I always find it difficult, this bit, to film because I'm short-sighted and now my eyes are getting a bit, because of getting older as well. So I've got varifocal glasses, but I can't do art while I'm wearing my varifocal glasses. I take my glasses off because I can see better close to, but then it does mean that I have to get close to my work. So I apologise if you see the top of my head. There, beautiful. That's that bit done. Pleased with that. So then I'm going to stick some sparklies on. But before I stick them on, I've got a little stamp pad here, and I'm just going to rub the edges of this along the stamp pad. There's probably better ways of doing this, but I've got the stamp pads, so I'm going to buy something special. I think again these were just a pack of cheapo ones from the Works or some bargain place, you know. So right, see how it sort of makes them look nice on the edges. And why have I got Copacabana in my head? Why do we get weird songs in our heads? I really don't know where that one's come from because I haven't heard it for a while. I haven't got a very good singing voice, so I won't subject you to that. It's bloody awful. One more. And while I've got my stamp pad out, I'm going to do the thing that I'm going to stick on the back as well, because I've made using one of those pieces of paper that I painted earlier, I've made the sign that says ask me a question to stick on the back of the case. So while I've got this out, I'm going to, you see, some of the painted paper, and I've written on it, I've used my dip pen to do that because I quite liked how it looked. But I'm going to go around the edge of that, mucky it up a bit. God, I'm going again. Copacabana. Right, okay. So, a bit of this. And the stars. One. It's going to go on this side here. Another one on the other side. And then they're going to go on the top as well. I'm really pleased with how this has come out now. I always think when you first start something, I think, oh, is it going to work? Or it doesn't look as nice as the other one. And then it slowly becomes My favourite. Right, okay, so they're stuck on. Next is the back. So, down there. Okay, so it's going to go on the back here. I think I'm just going to use Pritt stick for this. So, plenty of that on. Glue on there. And then pop that somewhere in the middle. Beautiful. Okay, then using the grey Posca pen again, I'm going to make it look pretty on the back. So we'll start with a border. Just go for it. One. Two. Three. Four. And then I want some sort of border here. How did I do the other one? I know. I'll do another border around this. Get close up. Because I've been working so much on these, I've not been doing much in my own grimoire recently. You know, I have spells like flurries of activity where I do a lot of work in my own book and then it'll slow down again. But I have been doing a lot of learning and research about different things. One of them being runes. I like, always been interested in that. Excuse me. So, yeah, each morning when I do my daily diary, I pull a rune and then I research a little bit more information than I've already got about it and record it on some little record cards, each one. So if I've not pulled that one, obviously if I've pulled them more than once, and I've already done the research, but I'm over halfway through the 24, and then when I've done them, I'm going to put all this research into my little rune grimoire, which would be nice to show you at some point. Right, I'm happy with that. I think we'll give it some little stars. I'm really happy with this. I think and some little dots as well. I like putting these little dots on things. I don't know why. Just like how it looks. Feels like it finishes it off. So once this bit's done, then I'll let those stars dry and everything, and then we can set to work on the inside, which is going to be fun. Each stage, maybe I ought to post it in little bite-sized bits. I don't know yet. I will contemplate, see what I think might be best, like part 1, part 2, that sort of thing. Because sometimes, mind you, then again, if I do it all in one go, you can pause it and watch each bit as you do it yourself, can't you? There, lovely. Okay, see you back in a bit. Back again. Right, okay, we're going to decorate inside of it now. So, you know, I've got this sort of scheme going off with just the monochrome thing. And I've already done a little bit of work because you don't want to see me drawing everything. So I've been using the Posca pen on the paint and doing some outlines and things to make these little doors look nice. So that's what I've been working on in the background, and I've done a little border around this edge here, and so now we're going to put the little words on the lid. So the papers that I showed you before that I'd painted, that we used when we did this on the back here, I have made some little words. You can't quite see them as brilliant as the others, but I quite like the sort of darker, sort of slightly more gothic look to it. So I've written all the words ready to stick on the lid, if I can remember which way round they go. So I've got it. So the first one we're going to put on is this one. I could do with a bit more light, to be honest. Oh, that's it, that's a bit better. Right, okay, so first one is sit quietly and contemplate. So let's get that one on. See, I've used a dip pen to do these, but I have used black Posca pen before, which works very well. But I wanted the dip pen look to go with the slightly more gothic-y colours. So, oh shit, you know I've forgotten to do these edges. I don't know whether it'll really matter when they're on black, but a little. Yeah, it's quite nice. Okay, we'll go with breathe deeply. Let's peel this one off and do it. So, like I did before with the stars on the outside, just on the edges. And come on, get back on. Right, better. Hold the cards close is next. Just popping in quickly to do this because I've got to go out shortly for a meeting with our solicitor. Hope that we get somewhere forward with this crap that we're going through. I don't really want to talk about because it is crap. Right. Okay, what's the next one? How does it make you feel? Hey, come on, don't forget. A little bit preoccupied, thinking about meeting with her, even though she's very nice. These things are you're never going for something fun, are you? How does it make you feel? observe the colours, images and words. These are the fun bits, aren't they? Making things look nice at the end. And take this wisdom with you. And I find oracles and tarot very good for just helping you come back to yourself and focus. Instead of feeling all scattered and all over the place, it can sometimes give you a bit of focus on what you need to concentrate on. There, how's that? They look nice. I'm happy. I've not done any more decoration on this lid at the moment because I'm not quite sure what I want to do. But I have got some little stars that I made with that paper again, which I think are going to look nice. But before I put those on, I think what I might have a go at is, I've got a nice white pencil crayon, and I think I'm going to go around these, sort of give them a little bit of a halo. I could do it with pastel, but I think it might rub off a little bit, so we'll have a go with this. So just going to go around here. Like that. Just a sort of gentle halo effect. And this works. What I might do is just show you what I'm doing and then complete this on my own. So a bit of a rub of that, and then blend it in. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. And then I think I'll pop these stars around as well. Shall I go over the edges with this? Attention to detail, Jane. You notice I call myself Sarah Jane. That's because that's my real name. But I've always been called Jane from being a baby. So, but I wanted to, this time, instead of ignoring my first name, I wanted to honour my full name that I was given when I was born. So that's why I gave myself the name Sarah Jane Art Magic. It's important to me. There, what's that? I think that's going to look really nice. And I get that shading on. And then I've drawn a sort of like, it's like a hinge. I'm trying to think of the word then, I can't. So I'm going to use this pencil again to just put some lines on this hinge. Give it a bit of, well, what do you call it? I tell you, my brain's all over the place today because I'm going there. Sometimes then, when my brain's like this, it's good to do really repetitive things, like that's when I do the little dots and things like that, where I can just sort of, it's like meditating, just doing something and keeping my hands busy. So it's quite good to do this while I'm waiting for Kev to come home. Right, okay. I think if this bloody white Posca pen works, I'm going going to put little dots around here like this. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. But the next thing I'm going to show you before I go is the inside of the thing. So first thing is this edges. So using these cheapo paint pens, sticks, whatever you like to call them. God, I cannot get my words right today, can I? I'm going to go around this edge, give it a bit of a nice edging. Here we go, like that. And then same again along that edge and this edge here. And then I'll do something cool on the inside of this one, because obviously you can decorate the inside with whatever you want. I've done the little spots and stars before, and last time I did the pink and the gold colours together. This one, I had another idea. I got these silver flakes, like it's sort of golden silver leaf, and putting it randomly inside here. I'll do the bottom first because the glue dries a bit fast and then the stuff doesn't stick. So bit of this, which tears very, very easy. Just lay it on gently wherever you can. Push it in without getting sticky fingers, otherwise you get this all over your fingers, which I do all the time. Like this. Hasn't got to look perfect. Because some of it will push off. And I want little bits as well, so I will like that. Like this. Fabulous. These are a little bit bigger than the other one. I'll show you in a minute. Because I need a dry brush to just sort of dab it down so it's going to stick. I don't know how to use this stuff properly. I just please myself. I'm not much of a rule follower. I just work things out for myself. Which sometimes is good, sometimes not so good. There, how's that? That's one bit. I'll show you the other side. There, look. Fabulous, isn't it? I did this one yesterday, so we need some like bits and bobs of it now. And when I brush it like this, bits will come off like that, look. Because PVA doesn't like being rubbed up. Oh well, never mind. Right, I'll get some more on these sides. really do have to be careful not to rub, because the PVA really doesn't like being rubbed off. So, oof, I'm blowing them around now. Okay. I'm being a little bit less careful, if you notice. I'm thinking, it doesn't matter if it's just scattered all over. Once this PVA dries off a little bit, I'll push it in. Yeah. And then when you let it dry, come back to it when it's fully dry, you can rub the loose little flakes off. It works quite well. Yeah, it'd be good to get this on, and then I can finish it off later when I come back. Oh God, getting in the right mess. I can't believe how thin this stuff is. How people work with proper gold leaf. I'd be in a right mess. I'm going to have to stop shortly and get ready. So I think we'll stop at this point. I'll come back later on when I've been out, and we will put the buttons on and do that last bits of finishing off before we start making the cards. So there we go. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Let it dry off a little. Press the flakes into the tacky PVA, and then let it dry fully before I brush it all off. God, I'm going to be so sparkly at the solicitors. And when we come back, we'll put the buttons on, check that everything's all complete, finish these bits on here, and then I'll show you how to make your oracle cards. So, see you later.